guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Marish if you are new, but you can call me Marish. And to everybody else that frequents this channel, hi, good day, how are you? Today I wanted to tell you guys a bit about my fitness, I guess. Tell you guys a bit more of about what I'm doing. And I decided to do this honestly just because I feel like if I have it recorded and if I put it out and like I upload it online, then it gives me the responsibility to kind of keep up with it, right? I don't know, it makes me like I have to stay true to what it is that I say if I put it out. So I wanted to tell you guys what it is that I'm doing, how it is that I'm eating, and just small changes that I've been making daily, like in my daily life, to help me along my fitness journey. So the first thing that I did, I implemented intermittent fasting. And so there are a lot of ways to do this. I've researched it online and there are a lot of ways to do this. You could do 10 hours eating, 12 to 14 hours of letting your body digest. You can do 23 hours of letting your body digest, 1 hour of eating. But my research showed that the sweet spot with intermittent fasting is 8 hours eating, 16 hours of letting your body digest your food. And so that's what I've been doing. And I find that with the intermittent fasting, it almost makes you feel like you're eating cleaner. You're obviously going to eat less because honestly, in my 8-hour window, I have, I guess, 2 meals and a snack, and that's all I can fit in that 8-hour window. If I try to eat anything more, I'll get sick. That's the first thing I've been doing. And also with intermittent fasting, when you start your eating window, you almost feel like you have to eat clean. I have a regular breakfast. I eat almost the same thing every morning. Usually it's a bowl of oats with some egg whites and spinach and a cup of black tea instead of coffee. And in my black tea, I actually stopped using white sugar completely. I do not use white sugar at all. I don't use cane sugar. I don't use processed sugar. Instead, I use this sugar. It's like terpentino or terpudino, something 100% natural sugar, and it's the actual like raw sugar grain, like the big grain that you have to literally mix in a cup of hot tea for like 5 minutes for it to melt. And that's what I use now, raw sugar in my teas, lemonade, anything I drink, I use that sugar. So that is usually what I would have for breakfast, or I would have a bowl of plain yogurt with some homemade granola that I went online and I figured out how to make it. Granola, chia seeds, and a fruit with the black tea, because that's like my staple. And then I would go literally like 2 or 3 hours without feeling the need to eat again, and then have something small, which would be like my snack, as my lunch. So I would usually have a salad and some type of meat, or just the salad by itself. And then for dinner is where I would have, I guess, my biggest meal out of the 3. This week I'm having a cup of white rice, a cup of what I call protein chili, because there's no like fillers in it. It's literally turkey bacon, some vegetables, black beans, and corn. It's literally like protein. So I call it protein chili. And then on the side I have a cup of broccoli with a sprinkling of cheese, no salt, because I've been reducing my salt as well. So I've already mentioned like 3 things right there. I do intermittent fasting with the 8-hour eating window. I've completely stopped using white sugar, and I've reduced my salt intake. The next thing I've been doing is drinking a lot of water. I try to drink about 2 to 2.5 of these a day, and this is a 1.5 liter bottle, I believe. So I try to drink at least 2, if not 2.5 bottles of water a day. And I do have a really horrible sweet tooth, and so if I am feeling like I need a sweet drink, or at least something other than water to put flavor in my mouth, I usually reach for these. And this is the sparkling ice. This one is just kiwi strawberry. I bought a mixed pack of 12 with like black cherry lemonade. It's a lot of different flavors. And I would only drink half of this bottle at a time. So I would sit down to eat my lunch or whatever, pour half of this bottle into a glass of ice, drink that, go about my business, and I wouldn't come back to the other half probably either later in the same week or early the next week. I try not to drink 2 of these in 1 week. And the ingredients in this is clean enough. There's no sugar, there's no aspartame, it's just a lot of juice concentrate, which probably isn't the best either. But it has, you know, biotin, green tea extract, vitamin B12, vitamin D3, carbonated water, natural flavors, kiwi juice. Like, it's a lot of clean enough stuff that I don't feel horrible drinking it at least once a week. I never drank soda, and now that I have this, I've been reducing my intake of juice as well. So like iced teas, I used to drink a lot of iced teas and lemonade, but I have this, so I'm just slowly reducing the amount of sweet drinks that I put into my body. I always try to have a fruit or vegetable with every meal, every single meal. For breakfast, Like I said, I put spinach or bell peppers in my egg whites that I might sometimes have on the side of my oats. If I go the yogurt route, I always put fruit and chia seed in my yogurt with some homemade granola that I use for lunch. Like I said, my lunch is almost always a small salad, and for dinner I have my broccoli on the side, and I have like vegetables in my protein chili. So I always have a fruit and a vegetable with every single meal. Now, fitness wise, I am doing a class this semester that's technically like PE, like what we did in high school. And I do that class twice a week. So it's literally twice a week I exercise for at least 1 hour. I exercise for at least 1 hour this week and last week, and one more day next week. We're playing volleyball, which you guys may or may not know is my absolute favorite sport. But on the roster we have softball, basketball, track and field. We have a lot of sports that we're doing. So like I said, at least twice a week I do get out and I exercise. That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays for exactly 1 hour for class. But also Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I do exercise at home, or if I'm at school and I feel up to it, I will go to the gym for 30 minutes. And so I do get my fitness in on a daily basis as well. Snack wise, I try to stay away from packaged foods, like pre-packaged processed foods. It just, to me, it makes more sense. And if I do pick up a package of something, I always read it. And if I'm calling it a snack, it has to be less than 120 calories, have less than 10 grams of sugar, less than 15 grams of carbs, and at least 2 grams of protein. So those are what I look for, I guess, in snack. And that's sort of like what I do. I meal prep, I do intermittent fasting, I work out about 5 times a week. Sometimes it's less depending on what that week has for me, but definitely I get 2 days of rigorous exercising. What else? And this weekend I'm also going to go to a farmer's market. It's a pop-up farmer's market here in the Bahamas. So if you guys want to see that, you can just leave a comment down below and I will be more than happy to record that for you guys. It should be fun. I'm really interested. Oh, also I have reduced my just dairy intake overall. I've stopped drinking cow's milk for years now. I've been drinking almond milk for years now. I've stopped eating eggs just because I don't like them, and I've stopped eating red meat. So the only meat that I actually like actively eat now is chicken or turkey, and I would eat any form of chicken but just ground turkey. I don't like other turkeys. And like if I'm out somewhere, I don't like to be like, if it's at a party or something, I don't like to be that picky friend that's like, oh my god, I can't eat that. So sometimes I would eat beef, but I try to steer clear of red meat. Red meat just doesn't make me feel good. I don't know. And I rarely eat fish, just because I'm a college student and I can't really afford fish, or it's like I can't really afford fish or shrimp. But the meats that I do stick to would usually be chicken and turkey. I have also been doing some research on a plant-based diet, and I am very, very interested in it. I've been researching it for months, if not like almost a year. I've been looking into a plant-based diet, but I feel like in the Bahamas it'll be a bit difficult just because things are really, really expensive here. Produce in particular is extremely expensive. And the second reason that I haven't, like, I've researched it but I haven't like actively started eating a plant-based diet is because I feel like it's difficult if you're doing it in a house full of meat eaters. My entire family, or everybody that lives in this house, is a meat eater. I have one cousin who is a pescatarian. He only eats fruits, vegetables, and fish or seafood. And he doesn't live here anymore. He's in his own house, and so it's easier to do that when you're in your own house and you do your own grocery shopping, or you're sure that what you buy to put in your fridge is going to stay there for you. But I have been looking into a plant-based diet and I am extremely interested in it. I like the idea of it, so it might be something that I pick up later on. Right, like I said, right now the only thing that's keeping me as an omnivore is chicken and turkey, but that's liable to change if, I don't know, if something breaks through and I just find a lot of money. I hope you guys enjoyed this really quick look into my fitness, of like my fitness plan of 2018, things that I'm implementing. Like I said, every day something changes. Every day I change something, I take something out and put something else there. But for right now, like, that's basically what I'm doing. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you should subscribe so that you get to come along with me on this fitness journey and just keep me, I can't remember the word, but just like keep me on track. If there's anybody else out there that does any of these things that I do, or if you guys know of any other really good fitness tips, leave them down in the comment section below. I would love to know. Anything can help. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.